quite interesting and quite wonderful. When you tell me that it's been 6 years, I can't believe that it's been 6 years, because it feels like it's just that recently I did Vastu Prakara and my following films, but always wanted to be an actor, and this journey has been amazing. I have been able to balance my college without compromising my education. I've been able to do films and complete my masters while working side along films. So I think it's been incredible, because I not only got to act in this short span of time, I also managed to direct a short film and have a small sort of singing stint in one of my films, Rocket. So I think it's been quite interesting, very fruitful, and I hope to do many more things in it. I've been wanting to do a lot of women-oriented scripts or scripts based on social issues, which I am working on. But the script that I have been a huge fan of love stories and of a really good romantic film since I was a kid, or even early in college. I would love to read love stories. So this script that I have written is a very beautiful love story, and hopefully I get to show it to people one day. It's a very nice romantic film, and I think nowadays we see a lot of commercial films, and it's not purely, it's been a long time since I have watched a very nice pure romantic film in Kannada, where back in the days you used to see a lot of such films back in the 80s probably, and nowadays there's a lot of action packed along with romance, and I'm a fan of like a pure just a romantic film, and this one is one such film, a script. I am from a non-filmy background, but I have always been a very curious and a very creative person since I was a kid. I believe being sort of a dreamer, whether it comes to nature or literature or any of the things. And so for me, each story I pick, I make sure that the story appeals to me or that character speaks to me. And I think as the years have gone by, the way I pick my roles have changed. I've seen that difference from my first film to probably films that I have done recently. The roles I pick depend on whether the character speaks to me, because when I started writing myself, I started writing probably towards the end of my undergraduation. And when I started writing, it was easier for me to understand emotions, it was easier for me to understand characterizations. And as I've grown in this journey, the roles I pick have been roles that probably speak to me, or roles that probably I can't be in my, the person I am in my real life. I try to pick roles that, I don't see myself in that character. I try to pick roles that connect to me on different levels, connect to me on levels where I probably see someone else, probably my mom or my aunt or someone like that. I like to pick roles depending that way. I was supposed to be shooting the end of March, April, May, and probably even now. But two of my projects, Hondisi Bareri and Dharani Mandala Madhyalodagi, were supposed to be shooting now. But I don't, as much as I am happy to get back to work, I am afraid of the situation right now, because there has been a surge in the number of cases, and we only hope that whenever we start, there would be a lot of precautions taken for every crew member and every cast member, because for crew members, I think they would be given protective gears and everything, but when you act as an actor, you are much more susceptible, because you don't get to wear such gears and act. So I think that puts us in a scary position. So I am afraid. At the same time, we don't want to get back to work, and we just hope for the best situation. I play a very ambitious girl. She's an engineering student who aspires to be a scientist, and she's very work oriented, and it's very different from the roles I've played till date, because I've never seen such an ambitious character, and she represents a woman who gives importance to her career, and I think that is very important because such representation is not seen a lot in films. And my director Jagannath has written each character beautifully. There's a multiple star cast. I'm working with Naveen Shankar, Praveen Tej, Shrima Dev, there's Bhavna Rao and Samyukta Harnad. So it's a big star cast, and it maps the journey of a few engineering friends and how they are a few years down the line, what their lives turn out to be. And she's a very adamant and very, as I said, career-oriented and very ambitious, very smart, and I'm very happy to play a role like that. And in Dharani Mandala Madhyadolage, I play a very unconventional character. Probably people see a side of me in the roles I have played. Maybe some sort of innocence or some girl next door sort of character. But Dharani Mandala Madhyadolage shows me a completely unconventional role. She is someone who's been subjected to a lot of dark emotions at a very young age, and she happens to be exposed to certain drugs and becomes a drug addict, and she's very bold in the way she dresses, and whether it's her, the way she's very straightforward, sort of a daredevil. She does not care about anything or anyone around her, and it's a completely different character to who I am, and to play that character and to behave that way, I think that's quite challenging. And the preparation for Dharani Mandala's character was going on when the pandemic started and there was a complete shutdown. So we were experimenting with looks because there's a certain way that she's supposed to look, whether it's her hair or her clothes, especially her hair. And it's a very funky punk style, bright colored hair, and I think these are two very interesting characters that I'm looking forward to continue, to play in Dharani Mandala Madhyadolage and Holdisi Bari. We've already shot one schedule, and we have to continue with our schedule.